Welcome, yogis. My name is Savannah, and today we are going to move the spine in all of its directions to kind of ease up our body and hopefully provide some ease to some of y'all out there that are experiencing back pain. So let's go ahead and start standing. Let's just come up to the top of our mat and spread the feet out wide, probably about hips width apart. Let's go ahead and draw both of our index fingers to the point of our navel and feel your belly here for a moment, and notice if you're kind of releasing your belly forward and creating more of an arch in your lower back. And maybe if you feel like you're doing that already, you can draw the belly in a little bit and lengthen the lower back. So both of our index fingers at our navel. Close the eyes, relax the shoulders, and as you breathe in, draw it into the belly, let it balloon out. As you exhale, draw the belly in, feel some toning underneath your fingertips. Activate your core. Inhale, release the muscles of the belly, let it balloon out. Exhale, drawing the low abdomen in towards the spine, drawing back support and stability to the lower back. And breathing into the belly. This time as you exhale and draw the belly in, open the eyes, sit the hips back into a high chair. Keep the belly drawing in as you sit back. Inhale, release, stand up a little bit taller. Exhale, draw the low navel in, bend the knees, sit the hips back. One more time, inhaling up, filling the belly with breath. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Rest into a high chair and bring the arms out wide towards the ground. So reaching towards the ground, but a couple of inches, maybe a foot away from your hips. Take another breath in, but this time feel it into your ribs and your chest. Exhale, draw the belly in again. Imagine the muscles along the spine drawing in, hugging the spine. With an inhale, straighten the legs, inflate the arms up. As you exhale, bend the knees, sit the hips deeply back, draw the palms together. And let's go ahead and widen out the feet. Maybe as wide as your mat, and we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. Sometimes bringing your legs out wide brings a little bit more ease on the back. Connect your chest and your thighs and allow the weight of the head to drop down towards the ground. And as you breathe in, draw it in through the nose, and lessen the fold a little bit. So as you breathe in, come up a little bit, come up halfway, find length in the spine. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, bend the knees, allow the weight of the head to drop towards the ground. So in this halfway lift, you don't really have to straighten the legs, we're just finding length. Draw the hands back towards the shins, and exhale, release into a fold. And plant both hands. Step both feet back, and we'll lower the knees down to the mat. As you breathe in, bring the shoulders over the wrists, draw the chin in as if you're holding an egg between your chin and your chest. As you exhale, draw the belly in, allow the forearms to get nice and heavy. Sit the hips back towards the heels while the weight of the head drops towards the ground. Allow your breath in to move the spine forward back into tabletop. So as you breathe in, the entire spine unfurls, the chin stays slightly tucked. And as you exhale, drawing the belly in, drawing the hips back, releasing the forearms and the forehead down towards the mat. One more breath just like this, inhaling forward. And exhaling back. And drawing that navel in the entire time as the hips rock back towards the heels. Let's go ahead and shift up to a tabletop. And let's step the right foot forward. So you might need to press up onto your fingertips. Plant that right foot in front of you. And we don't have to come into a really deep lunge. We're just finding this 90-90 angle between our knees and our ankles and our hip and our knee. If this is too much on your knee, you can always create a double layer with your mat or put a little towel or blanket beneath you. With an inhale, bring the arms out wide, like a wide T. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, draw the hands together. And imagine if you could draw the belly in so much that you could lift this hip flexor up. Maybe you feel your hips rocking back. Inhale the arms out wide and up. Exhale the hands down through the center line. 2 more breaths like that, keeping the navel drawn in. Inhale into the ribs, inflate the arms up. Exhale the palms to touch down the center line. One more time like that. Inhale the arms out, flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Palms to touch. Exhale the hands around the right foot. Fingertips to the ground. Draw the right knee back. And draw the hips back. Lengthen the lower back. Allow the weight of the head to drop. Inhale moves you forward. As you exhale, draw the belly in to make space for that left foot to step forward. And press up as you inhale. Open the arms out wide. Exhale, palms to touch. For a little bit more balance, you can heel toe that foot over towards the side, or maybe you tuck the back toe. Breathe in, reach the arms out wide, inflate them up. As you exhale, draw the belly in, draw the hands down the center line. So just by your core, you can rock the hips back. It's almost like you just got punched in the stomach. You're like, oh, most people get that cue. Inhale the arm out wide, inflate the arms up. Exhale the palms down through the center line. Release all the breath out. Keep the belly drawn in as you breathe in. Bring it into the ribs, the back of the body, the sides of the ribs. Palms to touch. Exhale the hands around the left foot. Lift that right knee up and let's step that left foot back. Keep the knees bent. Tilt the tailbone up. And we're going to take some spinal rolls. So with the knees bent, as you inhale, begin straightening the legs, shifting forward into a plank. Then as you exhale, bend the knees, tilt the tailbone up, and drag the hips up. Allow the weight of the head to drop down. Start to root the heels down. Try that one more time. Inhale, straightening the legs, shifting forward into a plank. Exhale, bend the knees, tilt the tailbone up, drag the hips up. Extend the legs. Inhale, shifting forward, rolling forward, really puffing out the back of your heart. As you exhale, bending the knees, tilting the tailbone up, dragging the hips up, rooting the heels down towards the ground as much as comfortable. Go ahead and start to pedal the legs out. Drop both knees down towards the ground. Keep the toes tucked. Sit the hips back. Bring the arms out wide. And as you exhale, tick-tock over towards the left. So the left hand comes down, the right arm reaches up. Keep the arms out into a T. Lift the gaze. And then reach out a little bit further towards the left with the right arm. Inhale both hands up to a T. Exhale the hands over towards the right, tick-tocking the entire body as a unit. Lifting the left arms up, lifting the gaze up to meet the left fingertips. And as you exhale, reaching over towards the right, maybe dropping the gaze down. Inhale back up through center, lift the hips, untuck the toes. As you exhale, pull the hands behind the lower back. Draw the chin in, draw the belly in as you slowly lower down. With the breath, inhale, rotate the palms up, lift the hips, lift the arms. Exhale, belly draws in, hands come behind the lower back, chin tucks in. One more breath in, lifting. Rotating the palms up, making the inhale last. Exhale starts by drawing the belly in. Pull both hands behind your back, tuck the chin in. Walk the hands forward to the top of the mat. And bring yourself all the way down onto your belly. Extend the legs long behind you. And we'll bring ourselves into a Sphinx pose. So the elbows will come right beneath the shoulders and the fingertips will spread out wide. And right away, you might feel like the upper back can't bend that much, so you have to jut the head back. But see if instead you can draw the palms back towards the hips, press down through the forearms for length, draw in through the chin to find some space between the lower back, or between the upper back and the head. And then here, if you feel any compression in the lower back, draw the belly in, make some space between your lower abdomen and the ground. Some nice core support here. Breathing into the chest. Exhaling it all out as you draw the navel in. Let's go ahead and straighten that right arm. Bring that left hand back and roll onto the right hip. Really let this right side of your body get melty, kind of. Let it drip down towards the mat. Press down. You might have to walk that right hand in closer to get more of that sensation opening up that side of your body. Take a breath into the side of your ribs, all the way down to your hips. Then go ahead and bend the right elbow. Roll over towards the left. Press down through the left hip. Stack the feet and straighten through the left arm. Take your gaze over the left shoulder. Flex the toes. And maybe you walk that hand further toward your hips to get more of that sensation along the side body, finding space between the rib cage and the hips with 1 or 2 breaths. And bending the left elbow, releasing back down towards the ground. And bringing the hands alongside the rib cage. Tuck the chin in enough so that the forehead can make contact with the ground without the nose pressing into the mat. And bring both hands behind your lower back with the palms flipped up. As you breathe in, we're going to arch the upper back, hover the forehead, pull the right arm towards the forehead. Lift the left leg, extend it behind you. Exhale, release, lower the forehead, pull the right hand back, release the left foot. As you inhale, lift the left arm, arch the upper back, extend the right leg to hover. Exhaling, both hands behind the lower back, release the foot, release the forehead. Inhaling, right hand to forehead, lift up, left leg extends. Exhaling, the hands behind the back, releasing the forehead and the leg. One more time. Inhale, left hand to forehead. Arch the upper back, extend through the right leg. Exhale, both hands release alongside the rib cage. Glide the hands back, traction them back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and lift up slightly into a baby cobra. Exhaling to release, tucking the toes. Lifting the hips up and shifting them all the way back to meet the support of the heels in a child's pose. Walk the hands forward. Allow the weight of the head to drop. And gently walk the hands back towards the knees. And we'll go ahead and come onto our back. So slide the hips over towards the left. Extend the legs in front of you. And find a place where you can be all the way down on the ground, uncomfortable, so the entire spine should be able to find comfort. And we'll stack that right ankle on top of our left knee and grab the skin of the right leg with your right hand and rotate it away from your belly. Then we'll go ahead and grab our right foot with our left hand and our right knee with our right hand. And as you inhale, go ahead and take it out to the side. Keep that left foot still, it's a pillar. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and draw the right leg across the midline towards the left. That left foot stays still. Inhaling it out to the side, keeping the heel and the knee in the same plane. And as you exhale, drawing it across. This time as you inhale, pull it out to the side and bring the right hand to the outside of the foot. Draw that thigh along the right side of the ribs and shine the soles of the foot up towards the ceiling. And take another breath. And then gently release the right foot down to the mat. As you inhale, lift both hands up over the head, lift the hips up. Press down through the big toes. And as you exhale, slowly release the spine back down. Stack the left ankle over the right knee. Grab the skin of the left thigh and rotate it away from your belly. That left foot comes in contact with the right hand, and the left knee supports the knee. Pull it close towards you, keeping the heel and the knee in the same plane. As you breathe in, take it out to the side. That right foot stays still. Exhale, draw the belly in. Take it across the body, all the way across, as much as comfortable. Inhaling, open out towards the left. Exhaling across, over towards the right. Pressing down through that right foot. Let's take another breath in, bringing it all the way out to the left. And as you exhale, bring the left hand on the outside of the left foot and pull it down along the left side of your rib cage. Roll the left shoulder away from your ear. Find the chin drawing in towards your chest. And add in a couple breaths. Make them nice and spacious, intentional, and allow the breath to add to this pose. Release the left foot down. Hug the knees high up into the chest. Open the arms out wide. And then roll both knees all the way over towards the right. If that left shoulder pops off the ground, go ahead and draw the left hand to the side of the rib cage. Protect the shoulder joint and connect with the breath. As you breathe in, feel it move in your body. Feel it add life to this pose. And as you exhale, without forcing anything, maybe your upper body falls a little bit deeper into the twist. Inhale the knees back up through center. Inflate that left arm out, and as you exhale, roll the knees all the way over towards the left. Draw that right hand to the side of your rib cage. And take breaths intentionally and meaningfully. The body will try to overpower your mind with sensation and to-do lists. The breath is your anchor. Exhaling the knees back into the chest. And then extending the legs nice and long onto the mat. Allowing the arms to come out wide. If you do have sensitivity in your lower back, maybe you keep the knees bent here. Put a bolster, pillow, or blanket underneath the knees. Notice here, as you're releasing into the weight of the ground, the points of contact that you have with the floor beneath you, specifically with your back. Notice those places, and then add in the breath and notice how the breath moves the spine all on its own. And start to wiggle the fingertips, wiggle the toes, hug the knees in, and roll over to one side, pressing up to seated with both of your palms together. Find length in the spine with your breath in connection with the ground beneath you on your breath out. Know that no matter the way, no matter the obstacle, this light and this love within me will always strive to find and cultivate your light and your love living within you. Namaste, yogi. Thank you so much for practicing. It's been a pleasure having you. Let me know how your back feels. I hope it's helped. That's the point. If you'd like to catch me in my own personal practice, you can find me on Instagram at Savannah, or maybe you'll be able to catch one of my live workshops in town, whether it's in Austin or if I travel and host one somewhere at shaktiyogatherapy.com. Have a great, wonderful, pain-free day. Namaste.